Yo, what's good, y'all? We back. Exciting week. But got this video dropping today. After that Kevin Durant masterclass. Got a hoop session set up for this Sunday. So we can post another. We ain't posted a IRL hoop video in a minute. I want those to be a part of this channel too. Obviously, like I said, this channel is gonna be a lot of basketball related stuff. IRL hoops. Obviously, us talking hoops. Doing pod type vids with other folks. I ain't had a guest on in a minute, but we'll get back to that. Plan on doing more basketball reaction vids too. So, but today, like I said, we gotta talk about that KD masterclass. We played the Heat today. Hopefully this is a 7. Hopefully, our last game was at freaking 8:15 start time, bro. Now work at damn 3 o'clock in the morning, man. It's one of them late games, bro. I've already been pushed in with the 7 o'clock games. Those games don't end until around 9 something maybe. But KD ended with 35 points the last game. Book struggled. Obviously, everybody knows. He did other things well, though. Just a bad shooting game for him. KD picked up the slack. This is why he's one of the best players ever. The best scorer ever in my eyes. Beal had a good game. Beal's been great this season, bro. Again, as a third option, he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do, bro. He's that third scorer, that third option. He's playing his ass off on defense. He's in there trying to fight for rebounds. He's facilitating. He's doing everything. So, like I said, when people always have their criticism of Beal, I feel like the only thing that's mostly fair is him staying healthy, which is something he can't control. But in terms of stuff he can control, he's been doing his thing, bro. Y'all can't tell me he hasn't been. He's been doing his thing. Even last season, like I said, people try to act like he wasn't doing his thing last year. Last year, he was just hurt a lot. But when he was on that court, he was doing his job. I feel like the way we're playing, we look like a top 5 team in the league. Pretty sure in the little, NBA power rankings we are. But I feel like we can stay like that all season. We have, obviously our top end talent is crazy. Then you just got to take into account how good our bench is now. You got Grayson come on, like I said last video. You got Grayson, Royce, Dunn coming off the bench, Monte. Plumlee been doing his thing. At times he's been looking like our best center. The team's deep. And, the stars leading the charge, especially KD. Like I said, that's one of the best players ever. Top 10 player ever. Best scorer ever in my eyes. He keeps playing like that. We stay at the top of the West, bro. KD will legit be in MVP talks. The way he's playing, bro. Like KD has said in the last, post-game interview, that they're having fun out there. You could tell they have a system in place that they didn't have last year, to where they all look happy and they're all having fun. Everybody's touching the basketball. The team just looks better, bro, night and day. Obviously, the roster held and the coaching held. Those are big changes and things that secretly the haters didn't want us to get, y'all, because they know with our star power, first of all, just starting with our duo, to me, the best duo in the league. You have Book and KD, and now you have a really good roster around them. You have a really good coach with them now. Now they're dangerous, and you're seeing we have lost one game. And the one game we lost, we was up 22 in. We could easily be undefeated right now. You could say a lot of other games, like the clutch games we won, could go either way, but we won those games in the clutch after last year being terrible in the clutch and terrible in the fourth quarter. Now it's the opposite. That's coaching. Obviously, that's a lot of personnel, but a lot of this is for sure coaching, too. The ball is moving, bro. The ball has... last year, the ball wasn't moving like that. There was a few games, a few spurts, during that season when the ball was moving, but it was not moving like that. It's way less ISO. All our stars got just space and opportunity to eat. I feel like it balances out well with all 3 of them, and then all the other guys can just eat off that. And they all, we got guys hitting their threes. It's beautiful, bro. It's actually, last year, obviously you're always excited to watch your team, and I was always excited to watch the Suns, but this team just feels way different already. Like, I'm excited as hell to watch the game tonight. There's a confidence that I think obviously the Suns already have and are like gaining, but like us fans, like there's now a confidence that we kind of didn't have last year. Like we're going into games now, and even me, I feel like we're going into fourth quarters as fans, like not as worried because of the start of this season and how they were looking compared to last year, where it was like a joke last year. Like when we go into the fourth, we're like, oh, here comes the fourth quarter, and it was sad because some bull would just happen in the fourth quarter. We'll just have terrible fourth quarter. We're like, here we go again. I don't have those feelings anymore about the Suns, bro. I'm hyped to watch them play. I think we win tonight, man. We go to 7-1. I think Book has a bounce back game. I think Bill continues to hoop how he is. And then KD is KD, bro. KD gonna do what he do, bro. One of the greatest ever. So I'm excited, bro. I just had to get a video out. Shout out my guy Paul George too. I know I usually talk Suns, but I'm just, I touch on other teams too. Shout out Paul George. My boy came back. He's already not well liked by just Twitter, because y'all know people Twitter, everybody. I told you, once they gang up on somebody on Twitter, bro, and it becomes popular, especially just getting you them likes and retweets and all that, what's called like that, bro. Like, he just is now, like, becoming a punching bag, but that's still one of my favorite players ever. Like, when I was in high school, I was trying to steal not just, KD's, but his moves. Some of Bron moves sometimes, but, Bron's kind of hard to lay because he's big. So, I was a skinny kid, and I used to look at, PG and KD, smaller, skinnier frames, similar to mine, like in high school. So I used to try to play like them. Rudy Gay was another one of those guys. And it was just funny. I could never, I was a football player for 8 years, but I always loved basketball. I knew, there was a point where I knew I liked basketball more, but I was good at football. Like as soon as I started playing football, I was already, really good at it. Basketball, I was always, really good on defense, and I was athletic as hell. In elementary school, I already knew I was really athletic, because in elementary school and middle school, I was always, more athletic than everybody. I jumped higher than everybody. I could hit the part of the net, way higher than everybody. I started to the point where I could hit the backboard, and the other kids couldn't, so I always knew I was athletic. But my shooting, like I said, I didn't ever, try to hone my skills. I was playing football. And I would be, by, sophomore year, I stopped playing football. And I was like, bro, I want to play basketball. I'm just training myself, and I did, bro. And I became one of the best shooters. I ended up becoming, to me, one of the best shooters at my school in high school. Would be at open gym. I always feel like I was one of the better shooters. I was one of them only, back then, kids was dunking, but back then, today now, bro, dunking is, these kids just dunking like easy. But then, when I was in high school, bro, at my high school, there was only, a handful of us dunking, and I was one of them. I was about, 6 foot at that time. Which you think about is, for most people, that's not that tall in terms of, basketball-wise. But I was just athletic. But that year, my junior year is when I really started playing and just training myself and just shooting jumpers and trying to copy guys like Paul George and KD, like I said. So he always going to be one of my favorite players, bro. I know people try to make jokes and all that, bro. He's one of the most, to me, Paul George was 6'8", 6'9". There's nobody, to me, in the history of the game that got a handle like him at his size. KD had a great handle too, but KD to me had this, a great crossover. Obviously, KD's in that group too, but PG got all those counters. But y'all know KD never really did too much. He 1-2 pull-ups, crossover, get to it with us. Paul George is doing, he doing a lot of the saucy stuff, like a tall Kyrie, bro. I say he's one of the best or one of the most skilled ever. So, a lot of people just be trying to take away the player he is and all that stuff like that. But I still love and enjoy watching him play, and I'm glad he was back. Didn't have a great game versus us, the rust and stuff. But to me, that was the first game this year where the Celtics looked like, not the Celtics, them Sixers looked like, real team. Obviously his gravity and all of that out there, like somebody being out there to like take some attention off Maxey, made it to where Maxey was getting off on us too, because you got to pay attention to Paul George, and Paul George is another guy out there that can play make, and it just made them look way better. Like their role guys will obviously play better when their stars are back there. So Sixers is gonna be really good when they get out there. Well, everybody knows, the same way people try to say with us, they got to be healthy. But like I said, you can say that about most teams. Like everybody gonna be healthy. If a team loses a star, that team's done, for the most part. So I really hate bringing that up. I know there's teams like us that has a star or two, that gets injured more than others. But at the end of the day, it's all luck. It's not really a lot you can control. But yeah, I just want to say, shout out my boy PG, man. I love watching him, bro. I love watching. Like I said, like him, Book, and KD alone is probably in my top 5 favorite players ever. So watching those games when they're all in the game at the same time is always gonna be dope to me, bro. But let's keep it rolling tonight. Like I said, I think we get a dub tonight. I think Book bounces back. I think he usually always plays well versus the Heat. To me, he be doing his thing. He usually kills the Sixers too. That's why him, not playing that well against them was crazy. But to me, Book don't really ever have like terrible shooting games like that bounced back to back. So I think he'll bounce back tonight. We're at home. I think, like I said, KD gonna do his thing, and I think we win tonight. Got to be locked in. Keep moving that ball because Miami usually can always defend. So let's get this dub tonight. Like and subscribe, bro. See y'all next video. Next video depends on when we play. So I might post another video before Sunday because Sunday I'll probably post the IRL vid because that's when we gonna hoop and, earlier in the day on Sunday, and I'll get that vid out. But we might have another, one of these type videos before then. But I'll see y'all, bro.